Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. This is what I got this July, and let me just say this is probably my most successful month ever. I don't think I will ever top this. So yeah, let's kind of get straight into it here. I'm gonna quickly go over everything since there's a lot to talk about. So quickly, WarioWare Smooth Moves. Last Wii game to complete the Wii Mission Mario series. Boom, beautiful. And it's actually a really goofy game. I've played it. So yeah, Mario Party 3. I just suck at the N64 Mario Parties. I swear to God, they are so hard. Like everybody just hates me. I swear. And then we go down here. A lot of these I'm not going to have much to say about since I've either not played them too much or don't know too much about the game. So we got Star Fox Zero, which I don't know too much about the Star Fox series, but I do like a lot of the games. I have Assault, and I've played 64 on my modded Wii, so I want to get Star Fox 64 sometime. And then let's talk about the GameCube games real quick. Got Mario Party 6, which was a whole problem. I talked about it in the Mission Mario video. I got the disc. It was cracked. He only refunded me like 30 bucks. So I ended up paying like 70 for it. So it's just a whole problem. DDR Mario Mix, I haven't played yet since I don't have the DDR pad, but it looks silly as hell. WarioWare Inc. is basically just the Game Boy Advance one, but it includes like 4-player stuff, which I think is really funny, but unfortunately I have nobody to play it with. Mario Party 4, that's the last GameCube Mario Party I need, and it's the last of the numbered Mario Parties and the console Mario Parties. I only have like 3 parties left to get, so that's pretty cool. WarioWare Gold, which I think is my favorite WarioWare game. It's got like full voice acting, and it's really goofy, and the minigames are actually really fun. I mean, that's kind of how they are on WarioWare games. And then we got some RPGs here. We'll quickly go over them. Bowser's Inside Story plus Junior's Journey. You know, basically just Bowser's Inside Story, but it includes a goofy new mode where Junior's got like these armies and he fights other people. It's funny. Paper Jam, a lot of people don't seem to like, which I'm a little confused about because I've been playing it. It's goofy, dude. It's a little bit like of a lot to do with, like, you know, you're playing as 3 characters. And honestly, a lot of the battles are just really hard, which isn't great. So yeah, there's that. Superstar Saga plus Bowser's Minions. I haven't actually played much yet since I've got a lot of games. So yeah, I can't say much about this, but it's just basically Superstar Saga. I've played it on the Game Boy Advance, and it's a pretty fun game. Partners in Time. I haven't played too much yet, but oh my gosh, I just want to point out this game is probably the most expensive game I'll ever have. I don't think I'll have a rarer game. That game's like $120. It's ridiculous. But other than that, the game's actually really goofy with the baby bros. I really like it. I haven't played too much of it, but it's goofy. Let's move back down here. I've had both of these games for a while, but I just wanted like the big box versions, you know, the cases, because they don't look good on the shelf as little paper versions. So this is a reproduction case, because, you know, there was no Wii Sports one, besides the Nintendo Selects one, but it just looks ugly. This is the real Wii Sports Resort case. They had this one in the paper case, and unfortunately I had the paper case, so I just swapped it out with this guy. Moving over here, we got the Wavebird controller, which I made a whole video about. Caused me so many problems. So many problems. This thing was drifting, and this wasn't connecting, and I'd open it up so many times. It was just a whole ordeal. Kirby in the Forgotten Land I actually got for my birthday, and my first Kirby game, and dude, I love Kirby games now. This game is so goofy and fun. So I'm gonna try to get some more Kirby games. I'd really like a Game Boy Advance one, like Nightmare in Dreamland or whatever. So yeah, that would be fun too. Moving over here, we got some Game Boy stuff, which I haven't actually gotten many Game Boy things in a long time, besides some Game Boy Advance things. So we got Mario Deluxe, which is basically just the original Mario Bros, but it adds like you versus Boo, and then some like versus modes, and like some extra random stuff, so I thought that was goofy. Wario Land, I haven't actually played much of, since, you know, again, there's a lot of stuff to go over here. But yeah, Wario Land is goofy. It's essential Game Boy game. And then Wario Land 3, again, haven't played much of, but, you know, it's Wario Land. I'm only missing Wario Land, Wario Land 2 and Wario Land for the damn Virtual Boy. So I think we're doing pretty good on Wario Lands. Alright, moving up here. Yeah, we got Mario RPG, Legend of the Seven Stars. I'm an RPG fan now. Oh no, this is no good. Can't be liking RPGs. But this game's actually really goofy. I don't think it's better than like the Mario and Luigi games, or like maybe some of the Paper Marios, but I think it's a really good game too. I mean, for the Super Nintendo, I mean, I think it's great. So, you may be like, what is the Game Boy Advance doing here? You've had the Game Boy Advance for a long time. Yes, I have. But just a few, like, honestly, like right before I finished, right before I started recording this video, I modded it. Not like put games on it. I don't know how to do that shit. But I made it have a backlight screen, which, oh my lord, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I have a video that I just made about it. It's an hour long, so I need to edit that. And that'll take a long time, so that'll probably come out in a few days. This will come out, I'm assuming, just the day I'm filming it, Monday. So yeah, alright. And then all this stuff, I went to a game store in Missouri called, Game World. And I got a lot of stuff. Their selection is great. Their prices are basically average. But I tried to make sure I got some deals, so I'm going to quickly go over everything here. Because I haven't actually played any of these games yet since I just got back yesterday. So we got Excite Bike, which is a staple. You gotta have Excite Bike. Goofy game. Yoshi's Cookie, it's like a Tetris type game, but it's different. Where like, you gotta move things. I mean, that's Yoshi, so I'd assume this one's similar. So if it's different, well, correct me if I'm wrong. But you got these like plates and you gotta move them around and then try to like line them up with like Goombas and Boopers or whatever. And then Life Force, I was researching the NES and I found this game and I thought it looked actually really cool for the NES standards. It's like this Galaga type game, like you're in a spaceship and you're flying around shooting people, but like there's levels to it, so it's like better than the arcade one. So you know, that's pretty neat. We got some Sega Genesis games, which my first Sega Genesis games in like 2 years. We got the original Sonic the Hedgehog and Sonic Spinball, neither of which I know much about since I'm not the biggest on Sonic. But you gotta have the original Sonic the Hedgehog, and this is a not for resale one, so that means it was bundled with one of the systems, which is kind of interesting. And Sonic Spinball apparently isn't good. I don't care. I paid like $9 for it, so I'm like, sure, whatever. Wario's Woods is another like Tetris type knockoff game, which I don't know. I haven't played it actually, so I don't even know if I've seen gameplay of it. I just I just know it's like this Tetris game. And then over here, F-Zero, which is, you know, that's a really cool game. Some racing game for the Super Nintendo. Again, haven't played these games yet since I just got them. But yeah, I've got to have little F-Zero here, and that's my first F-Zero game. And, you know, the rest are kind of expensive. Anyway, we got a bunch of more N64 games. So, wow, 5 N64 games. That's crazy. We got Perfect Dark, since I got the expansion pack, like, God, probably a year ago now. I'm pretty sure it requires the expansion pack. And this game, you know, a lot of people like it. I'm not big on shooting games, but if a lot of people talk about this game and how it's, like, essential for the N64, sure, why not? Let's pick it up. Yoshi's Story, I actually don't know what it's about. I mean, I know it's Yoshi and his little story, but I'm not sure if it's like a Yoshi's Island type game or something. I don't know. I'll have to play it. I'll have to play all these sometime. Cruisin' USA, I'm pretty sure is just like a arcade type game, just put on the N64 for gits and shiggles. And Wave Race, I think came out with the 64, like with Mario 64 and the 64. These were like launch titles, unless that was like Pilot Wings 64 or something. I don't remember, but it was like one of those. And then over here we got Tomb Raider 2. I've played Tomb Raider 1, I think, a long time ago, but I don't have the game anymore for some reason. And I have a Tomb Raider game on my Xbox One, and it's pretty cool. So yeah, I had to get one of the first ones, and she got big ones. All right, let's move on. Uncharted 3. I have Uncharted 1 and 2, and they're pretty cool. So, you know, let's just complete the series here. Gran Turismo 5, I only have the ones up to PS2. So I'm like, okay, there's a PS3 one. Let's get that guy. Last of Us apparently is like one of the best games ever, I guess. So I'm like, okay, I gotta try it out. So I bought it. So yeah, finally some new PS3 stuff since I've only got like 4 games. And then Dirt 2 I found for like $6. More Xbox 360 games. I like car games a lot. So I think this is just like an off-roading type game, which seems really interesting. And then Luigi U, honestly just got it for collecting. I don't need this, but is silly. I don't really know what it's about. I'm assuming it's just Mario U, and I think it's just a little harder. So yeah, that's kind of all that's about. And then Paper Mario: The Origami King. I don't really know what people's thoughts are on this, but I think it looks kind of good, and the graphics look amazing. So yeah, I again haven't played I haven't played any of these ones. I've played a lot of these ones, just a little bit. And that is about it. I went on 10 minutes just talking. My voice is tired. I'm already gonna need to go to bed today. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this. I mean, there's a lot of stuff to talk about this month. I mean, it is August now, and technically I got all these in August, but, whatever. I got it like August 1st, and I went on the trip, so I couldn't make the video, so I'm like, why not just throw them into this one? I don't care. So, whatever. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if there's anything you'd like to see in the next one. But yeah, what's your favorite game here? What's your least favorite game here? What's the most attractive game? I don't know. Anyway, I will see you next time. Hope you enjoyed.